Hello, everyone. Hello, grade 4. How are you? This year, I will be with you to teach you math. I am Miss Alia. Ready for our first session? Dum, 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 dum. The first topic is about fractions. Fractions are easy, but watch out. I have many types of numbers at the beginning. I can write numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, easy. And also I can write numbers a different way. And also I have another way. I have many ways to write numbers. The first type of numbers, these numbers I already know, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the second type of numbers, I call it fraction. And I'm sure that it's not your first time to hear this topic. Fractions are parts, actually. Imagine that I have pizza here. Yummy, I love pizza. And I decided to eat the whole pizza alone. So I call that one whole. All the pizzas for me. That's what I call it, one whole. Yummy, I love pizza. And imagine then next day I get the same size of pizza. But I decided to share it with someone else. I don't want to eat it alone. So I will break my pizza into parts. That's what I call it, fractions here. Now I have this part and this part. Oh my God, look at here. How many all the parts I have? 2? Okay, so I have 2 parts. And Miss Alia will eat this part. Only for me. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So I'm not gonna eat the whole pizza. I will eat only one part. How I say that I will eat one part out of 2 parts. That's what I call it fractions. I have to write one. That's the part Miss Alia will eat. And I write down here the 2 number of all parts I have. Easy? So one more time. The one here, it's the part Miss Alia will eat. That's what I call it, part. And down here is the whole part I have, all parts. So down here I have all parts. So I say Miss Alia, one part and 2 all parts. Is that correct? No. I will call the number at the top numerator. I call it numerator. Okay? And all parts I have down, I call it denominator. Denominator. Okay? Easy? So I'm not going to say, hey, I ate one part out of 2 parts. No, 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 no. I call 1 is the numerator, 2 is the denominator. And I call this fraction half. I call it half. Okay? Is that the only way to get fraction? No, I don't have only half. I have many types of fraction. I have many ways. Like I can write that 1 out of 4 parts. So I call it 1/4. 1/4, or I call it 1/4. 1/4. When I have 3 out of 8 parts. Oh, I have pizza, it's a big one, and I will cut it into 8 parts. I will eat 3 only. So I call it 3/8. 3/8. Easy? So, okay, easy, Miss Alia. We already had this before. Yeah, but do you remember that I have 2 types of fractions? I have unit fractions and I have proper fractions. What are proper fractions and unit fractions, Miss Alia? Could you repeat that one more time? Unit fraction is any fraction that has numerator with 1. Oh no, I can't remember what is the numerator. Again, let me write it one more time up here for you. When I have, for example, a pizza, I will break my pizza into 4 parts. I will eat only 1 part. So what's the fraction? Do you remember? Ha, ha, ha. Excellent. 1/4 or 1/4. The top number, I call it numerator. The bottom number, I call it denominator. Numerator here, any number has 1 up, always 1. The number at the top, always 1. I call it unit fraction. So the unit fraction is the fraction with 1 in the numerator. It's the fraction with number 1 in the numerator. Okay? So the fraction with numerator, numerator equal 1. Easy. Okay, what is the proper fraction? Oh, Miss Alia, that's hard. No, it's not hard. Imagine the same pizza here. I'm going to break it also, that's the same pizza. I will break it into 4 parts, but I'm not going to eat only 1 part. No, I will eat this part. I love pizza. This part. Now, what's the fraction I have? How many parts did Miss Alia eat? Can you do it? Think. Good job. 3 parts out of all 4 parts. I call it 3/4. Oh, look at the numerator here. It's 3. So the proper fraction is any different number rather than 1. So the proper fraction, the numerator could be any number. The numerator could be any number. Easy? So easy. I love fractions. I love parts. So let's revise one more time. What are fractions? Fractions are parts of a whole. So I can break my pizza, my candy, my anything into parts, and when I get a part or I want to talk about 1 part or many parts, I could call that fraction. Fraction has 2 things or 2 numbers. The top number, I call it numerator. The top number, I call it numerator. The bottom number, I call it denominator. Also, I have 2 types of fractions: unit fraction, proper fraction. Unit fraction, any fraction with 1 at the top, with a numerator 1. Proper fraction, any fraction with any number at the top, any number. It could be any number. Okay, easy? That's the first part of our session. So easy, Miss Alia, I love that. So let's think together. What if I'm going to get this shape? Not circle, actually, it's a rhombus. And I will break my rhombus into these parts. Okay, I'll break it like this into triangles. Oh, so how many? Oh, the whole part. The one whole here equal how many if I will break it into fraction? 4 parts out of all 4 parts. So if Miss Alia will eat the whole rhombus, if Miss Alia will eat the whole rhombus, or get the whole rhombus, that means I will get all the 4 parts here. So 4/4, 4/4, or I can call it 4/4, 4/4, easy. What if I don't want to get 4? I want to break that 4. How can I break 4 fourths? How can I break them more and more? You can check here that you have 1/4 here. That's a 1/4 actually. That's another 1/4. That's another 1/4. That's another 1/4. When I put them all together, I will get the 4/4. So 4/4 equal what? Ha, can you tell me? That means it's the 1/4 and means a plus, by the way, and 1/4 and or plus 1/4 plus 1/4, and that's what I call it decomposing fraction. So how can I decompose the fraction? That means break, because decompose means break. Decompose, we had this from grade 1, by the way. Well, break, that means I break a number. So it's your turn now. What if I have 8/8? Can you tell me how I make decompose? Ha, excellent. 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. Oh, that takes long. It's okay, you are in grade 4. You're supers. Plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. Oh my God. Okay, that's the last one. Plus 1/8. Easy peasy, Miss Alia. Okay, that's your turn now. What if it's 5/5? Can you do it? Let me see your beautiful work in the comments, okay? Now, what else? That's all. That's how decompose the fraction. But what if I want to compose them again, to put them together? Imagine that I have 1/2 and 1/2. How I could put them together? It's okay. I just put them. How many halves do I have? 2? That means 2 halves. Easy. What if I want to do it like, for example, 3, let's see, no, let me make it with different number. For example, when I have 1/4 half plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. Can you tell me now? Oh, all of them? How many parts of 4 I have? 1 plus 2, 3, 4. Easy, Miss Alia. I just put 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That means 4. Yeah, amazing. What about the denominators? So I'm going to say 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. No, I just leave it because they already 4 parts. So I just put them together. Now I get the numbers. So the answer when I compose them, 4/4, because I will get the whole part again. It's like I have 4 parts already. I will eat this part. That's another part. Look, it's like I have 4 circles. Actually, it's the same circle, but I break it. I will eat this part here. I will take this part here. I will take this part here, and I will take this part here. Look at the end. Oh, that means the whole circle. That means I will get this, 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 and this. That's what I call it compose. Put them together. So word compose means what? Put together. Put together. Easy? And that's all for today. Let's remember that one more time. We mentioned that I have fractions, and fractions are number with two parts. The first part I call it numerator. The bottom part I call it denominator. You can make, if you have the numerator 1, you will get unit fraction. If you have different number, it's not must be 3, any number in numerator, I call it proper fraction. Also, I can make decompose, and that means I break. Like when I have the whole one, I break it. Look, the shape, it's fourth, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Easy. Or I can put them together, and that what I call it compose. And look, I have the part, and I just put all parts together to get the final circle. Thank you. I want you to answer these questions and feed me back. Thank you. Bye-bye.